It's really about return on investment, and FeedView is all about making the companies more efficient. There's a lot of daily tasks that go on at different producers' operations, checking bins, checking animals, recording data, logging it, putting it into the system, and FeedView helps with all of that.
FeedView can be used for all types and sizes of producers. It can be used with corporations that have thousands of farms, and it can be used for a family farm with, say, eight bins. Rations can be entered into FeedView per pig, per age, and based off of that, they can use the average daily consumption and predict when they're going to need to refill the bin. So, for example, they'll enter the head count in our system, they will enter the ration based off the pig's age, and from there, after a fill, we will predict when that bin should be emptied. There's two things that actually are really evident for producers on what costs them a lot of money and a lot of expenses. And one of them is emergency deliveries, surcharges for off-hour deliveries and things like that. The other big item that costs producers a lot of money is the cycle or the last ration that they're feeding to the pigs before they go to market. And many times producers, they're just ordering feed with whatever idea they think should go in there. With our system, we can look and see how much feed is in there, and the producer can say, okay, we're going to market here in 2 days. I don't need to send out 6 tons of feed, I can just send out 2 tons of feed. That will get me through the 2 days until we go to market the pigs. So FeedView, it can benefit the mill for them to predict how much feed they need to batch that week. Without visibility of feed inventories, they're just guessing how much feed they should make. And the nice thing about this is the farm and the mill are kind of on the same page. So they know we need this amount of tons for this farm this week. We can predict this. We can lower the chance of sending out deliveries on the weekend or off-hour or emergency deliveries, which definitely saves them a lot of money.
FeedView is a web-based app that anybody can access from any device anywhere, whether it's on their phone, on a laptop, on a PC, they can get access to it. So you don't have to be in the office, you can be at your kid's baseball game, soccer game, softball game, and you can still check in on the bins. It's an easy to use app that will show you the levels inside the bins. It'll give you a prediction on when your bins will run out of feed, and then give you alerts and warnings via either text or SMS to make sure that you're always in the know what's going on in your feed system. FeedView uses the FVL200 level sensor, and that is a battery-powered laser that will detect the feed levels inside the bins. What's great about it is it requires no wiring, no connection to it. You mechanically mount it to the top of the bin, you put a battery in the top, and then it will wirelessly transmit back to the gateway. Once the data is in the gateway sends it in the cloud so you can read your data readings anywhere you want. We're really straightforward with the cost on FeedView. We got an upfront cost on the sensor itself, and so that's on the mechanical side. So the sensor itself, $600. You get a mounting plate that's $25, and that's all you need for each bin. If you have 10 sensors or 10 bins, or if you have 30 sensors or 30 bins reading back to one gateway, you only need the one gateway at the farm. The gateway is $695, so that's on the mechanical side. We do charge an annual fee on the sensors, and that right now is $60 per year. So the number of bins you have times $60, and that's what your cost is going to be. You can get a fairly quick ROI with FeedView. We've done some calculations that it can take from 6 to 18 months to pay back on FeedView, and there's various places where you get that savings. The one that really comes to mind right away is that you don't run out of feed. Other drivers of ROI are also at the end of closeout, making sure you don't have excess feed in your bins. You have less paperwork to do because you're doing it all online. You have less time of guys going out, climbing up on the bins. Becoming more efficient and driving down some of those other costs really makes that ROI happen in a quick amount of time. So not only can FeedView help you with managing your feed levels and feed inventory, we can also help you with your pits and lagoons. We have what we call FeedView out in the field right now operating, where we can manage and give you indication of what level your pits are at so that you don't overfill or overflow either a pit or a lagoon. In the future, we're going to have a few more things that we're looking at, things like RFID tagging and potentially just monitoring the site for safety, biosecurity. If customers want more information about FeedView, they can go to feedview.binmaster.com, where there's a whole bunch of information about how the system operates, the FVL sensor, and pricing about the system. You can also call us at 402-434-9102.